Compass points you anywhere.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to it.
Good morning to the folks. What up to the youngins and bless up to the world.
And then Tay just put your info on blast like that.
It's what the people want to know, bro. My bad.
Nah, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to it. It is the Morning Shake with me, your host, Xavier Hendricks, and of course, my co-host, Mr. J. Paris. It's been a long time coming, my brother. We haven't had a show for a minute now.
It's been a hot minute, broski, but we're back and better than ever, broski. And yeah, feels good to be back. Good morning to the folks. What up to the youngins and bless up to the world. It's your boy J. Paris. We're coming to you live on this beautiful, beautiful, wet Monday morning. You enjoying this? South Africa, it's beautiful weather, bro. But in any case, I'm J. Paris.
Beautiful, wet morning.
Yeah, the sun's gonna come out now. But it's the Morning Shake, bro, powered by the Inside Show, as you can see, and it's one of the best podcasts in the world. What's good,
bro? I don't think the sun's gonna come out today. Which brings us to the point, bro. It's been I don't know. You could see the title of the show. Is the world coming to an end? There's a lot going on. Today is actually the eclipse, bro. I don't know if you've been following that story. It's been a hectic story. Outside of the eclipse, there's also the whole issue about the weather in Cape Town, bro. Is my mic still on, bro?
Yeah, now we're good, bro.
The weather in Cape Town is also a massive issue because, bro, people were just posting videos, bro, some ridiculous videos that I saw yesterday.
It's not the first time it's happening in Cape Town, though, bro.
It's not the
when I
first
Googled
time.
it, I saw like 6 months ago stuff coming up as well, bro.
Yeah, no, it's not the first time. Remember that day, bro, when where it was like almost like a tsunami kind of a thing, where the waves came so far in, like lifted up cars, washed it into the ocean. Like, so it's not the first time that it happened. And then, of course, bro, it's the eclipse, it's the weather, it's still the P. Diddy story that's still literally every day there's new things coming out. It's still the war in Israel and Palestine. Bro, there's so much to talk about.
The LGBT, bro. Joe Biden speaking about Easter Sunday.
Easter Sunday, bro. So there's a strong feeling that there's an attack on Christianity. Well, it's not a surprise. I mean, we knew this from biblical accounts years ago. And of course, Mr. Jesse Hendricks just stepped into the building. I don't know where you come from so late.
With the mini afro.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, me. What's happening, brother?
Morning, gents. How you doing? Yeah, no.
The last time on the show, bro, you had short hair.
Yeah,
you had a brush cut.
Time flies
When you're having fun.
when you're not having a show.
Nah, facts, bro. We haven't had a show in a long time.
What are you gonna do with the hair, bro?
I don't know, bro. I'll see when I get there.
Come on now.
It's just at the stage now. There's not much you can do with it.
It's probably gonna push one like yours.
Taper fade. You growing, bro. I'm cutting my at the end of this month.
I know you were saying.
Unless you have like 4 weeks left.
So what was the point of growing?
True.
He's like,
True.
you coming where I already was, and I'm going back to where I come from.
Nah, but the beautiful thing about it is that it grows for some of us.
Bro,
Yeah, nah.
what do you think about everything going on? I think a lot of people are starting to get nervous, scared. Look, we've been having a conversation about the end of the world coming. We've been having a conversation about a lot of things are starting to look like, end time prophecy. God is coming. So today is a solar eclipse. We were just talking about it a second before you came. It's also, today is the solar eclipse, bro.
The world's ending today, bro.
That's what a lot of
Say your
people are
last
saying.
prayers.
A lot of people are saying the world is ending today. Then it's that weird freak weather in Cape Town where people are also like, whoa, now the world is coming to an end. Then it's all this P. Diddy exposures that are coming out, Cat Williams exposed, but now every time they show a new side of it, there's like new exposures coming out. So it's just like, guys, what gaan on? It's like too much going on at the same time. But I think let's start with the solar eclipse, then we'll move over to the Cape Town weather. Have you guys been following the story about the solar eclipse? Okay, right. Let me give you the breakdown. So there's obviously solar eclipse is not like something that we don't know happens. Everyone knows that it happens. We've seen it's happened before, it's got to the point now where science has become so advanced where you can literally predict the solar eclipses. Obviously, before it comes, they can predict the year it's going to happen. They can predict the day it's going to happen. They can literally get down to the time as to when you can go out and go check it out and whatever. But that's not the thing. The thing is that, okay, sharp, it's going to be a nice experience to watch the solar eclipse. And I'm not sure where, in which all countries it will be visible from, but I definitely know in America it will be visible. So there's a whole argument that the solar eclipse, the last time it happened, it made a line this way across America. Now that it's happening, it's making a line this way across America, and it's basically creating an X. So it's getting down to those where people are digging now for conspiracies,
So what does the X
digging
mean?
for the X is over a certain city that it's gonna make the X over, and that city is called Nineveh, which now they're connecting to the Bible, and as it's making the line across, it's connecting like to all cities in America that has like Bible names.
Where
And
was
so,
Nineveh, bro? Where is Nineveh? Does
Bro,
Nineveh still exist?
Nineveh probably doesn't exist anymore, but it's probably around the. I don't know if it exists. It might still do, but it should be around the Israel area, bro. Around where where most of the biblical accounts actually happen. So it should be Middle Eastern side. It will. The Bible was never written or taken place anywhere in North America. It was Africa, and remember Doc always used to speak about all the different continents the
The
Bible
city
was
in
sent from.
Iraq, bro.
Yeah, so it's more Middle Eastern. That's what I'm saying. But it happened in the Middle East, in Africa, and in those areas. There's most of where Bible accounts took place. Nothing to do with America. So I don't know. It's sometimes America likes to put themselves into things to make it sound more
Like
more
they're the chosen
deep
ones.
and like make themselves sound more significant than they really are. In that space, they're very significant
It's
in
a
the world.
fallen nation.
Nah, they're significant in the world, bro. They have a massive influence over the world,
Still
and
today makes no sense to me.
majority of
Anyway.
it is not positive influence actually they have over the world, which brings us to that other topic, but we'll get into it. But yeah, so that's the whole thing behind this whole solar eclipse. So people were like making sums and kind of trying to say that Jesus is gonna come when the solar eclipse happens, and that which can't be the truth, because Jesus says no man, not even angels in heaven, knows the day that he's gonna come, right? So it's not even known by the angels when Jesus is gonna come. So imagine still now you sitting here trying to figure out, make
Yeah,
little
but I think
sums
they also
on
need
this
to.
day.
They also just need to come up with a, how can I say, a solid date as to when this is gonna take place and all of that. I mean, in 2012 they said that, bro.
Yeah, but the Bible says in a,
1999 going on to the 2000s, they said it's gonna take place.
but the Bible
And
says in a twinkling
we
of
still
an eye,
yeah, we still
in a
yeah.
blink of a moment. So it's not gonna be a situation where you can figure it out and you can work it out, and then at like 12 o'clock when it gets dark, you're standing like ready, like zzz, and then you start going
Definitely,
up.
bro. Because the
It
truth
can't
is,
be
you
that
can
way, bro.
imagine how many people in the States are going to repent today.
Which is a good thing, maybe. They need to repent. But what do you guys think about just the whole thing of people obsessed with trying to figure out and work out the date and the time and all that kind of thing?
Nah, to me it's like, what's the reasoning behind it though? Are you trying to prepare for it, or like what's the whole point behind trying to figure out the date of the coming when no one knows it? It's like predicting when Eskom's gonna put the lights off or what. You just don't know. It just happens.
You just,
You just
load
see your
shedding.
lights off. It's like, okay. Same with the water. You see the water's off. It's like you don't know when it's gonna happen. It just happens.
I think
So-
the obviously the eclipse in and of itself, I won't lie, bro, is fascinating. It is gonna be a nice
nice
thing
to
to
watch,
see.
yeah.
I'm sure it's gonna be live on YouTube, which I'll probably be watching, because I mean, everyone would want to see that, bro. Picture takes place here in Joburg, bro. People will literally.
It has
Literally
taken
Yes,
place,
come
yeah,
to-
there
bro.
was
come
a time when
together.
you had to put that glasses on.
Yeah,
I
it
remember
has
when I was
taken
Yeah, that
still
was like
young.
2002.
Where you
eh?
could see
Yeah,
it,
when
yeah.
we
Then you could literally
in
watch
school.
it.
Came
They said-
outside, we check.
yeah.
Oh, look there, and you put that things on. So when you
And
check,
dope, right? Then you
Yeah,
see it
you see,
closing
yeah.
and then you see it moving past. Yeah.
Excited, but that's what I'm saying, bro. It's fascinating, and I'm sure a lot of people will be watching it, and it should just be about that.
I wonder if the flat earthers are gonna watch it.
I was gonna bring that point up as well, bro, because
They were arguing. Al and I voted that the Earth is flat. So how you gonna explain this one our way? Because
sure
now
they
it's
have an
live. Like
explanation.
they probably do have an explanation, but it's not plausible because you can't in the one breath say that science doesn't exist and scientists are lying to us and NASA's lying. But at the same breath, when they predict a solar eclipse to the second, then it happens. So how are they lying when? Bro, doesn't make sense. But anyway, for the long time, Insights viewers will know where that conversation stems from. But be that as it may, so yeah, which brings us to the freak weather. bro.
Alleness, yeah.
Which brings us to the freak
I
weather.
think it was WrestleMania actually this past weekend, bro.
That's a saying. Did you
Ish.
watch?
Nah, I wanna see it,
Logan
bro.
Paul wrestle, bro.
I wanna see though, bro. I'm
did,
gonna
yeah.
probably watch today a couple of highlights. I know The Rock was the final boss. I don't know if he lost or won or beat Cody
But
Couple.
Cody Rhodes.
did Logan
Or
Paul
did he
wrestle?
play
I think yeah.
couple?
No, I think no, Logan Paul. I think he fought the Miz, if I'm not
Bro,
mistaken. But
listen,
he's doing well though, bro.
This freak weather happening in Cape Town is ridiculous. Yesterday I was watching videos. I watched a video of a truck on a bridge.
In Cape
And
Town.
yeah, bro, and the wind literally blew the truck off the bridge. Did you see that?
Crazy.
Did you see that video, bro? There's a truck driving on the bridge and the wind literally pushes the truck and the truck falls off the bridge. And I'm expecting a package from Cape Town this morning. I hope it didn't blow me.
Your headset's uncoming, bro.
On there.
Your headset's forget, bro.
You worried about it was that truck and my headsets in.
You're not gonna get your headset,
That
bro.
is gone.
You worried about the headsets? There was people in that truck.
Eish.
Not
And,
only that, the fires itself.
Bro, did you see the fires, bro?
Bro, you literally see the hopelessness on the people's faces. Like, you literally see how
What can you
the
do?
houses are just burned.
But it's
like
crazy,
that.
bro.
But what can you
There's
do?
nothing you
There was
can
a
do.
old that went with a bucket of
bucket,
water,
yeah.
tried to stand on the roof, and it's like, bruh, did you hear that? It's not gonna help, bruh.
Especially when that heavy winds, there's nothing you can do.
And what's making it worse now, Jesse posted in the group that in 6 months now we're not gonna have water. So now though everything is just a mess.
Not in
Yeah,
It's a
6
mess.
flooding there, we don't have
Yo.
water.
Not in 6 months. No water for 6 months. Okay, it's not no water.
Oh
it's
yeah, no water for 6
yeah,
months.
It's not
On
no
the- on the
water.
news
It's
this
just
guy, they-
low
you know,
On the
pressure.
news this
and-
morning, I heard that in the northwest now, like in Potchefstroom, there's no water at all for the past like week or 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
They were busy complaining.
But just to conclude that thing, bro, it's crazy how, you know, a lot of people put pride in their houses, you know, the homes, cars, and so forth that's on the show, and you really, you know,
And then
it's all
what?
of that, and then
That happened. Yeah.
straight away.
But
So
you know
that's
that-
so sad.
Yo, but
bro.
that is
so sad.
hectic, bro. Like when you watch that video, it's like there's literally nothing you can do in that situation.
you know what I think?
But what
when I
causes, sorry,
see-
bro? What causes something like that, though, bro?
Bro, obviously those people who push for climate change and all that so on obviously come out now and say that. The truth of the matter is, bro, there's been weird weather in Cape Town for all the years. I remember growing up, there was winds that you used to have to hold on to a pole because
that's
that wind
true,
would
bro.
blow you crazy.
Even the cups of clubs would be cancelled because all that
because of the
barricades
weather,
would be
the
blowing
barricades would be
and-
blown. But so it's been a thing for a long time that Cape Town's weather. Also because of the location of where Cape Town is, bro. It's literally right next to the ocean. It's open. They call it the Zuidwester. It's that wind that crosses past there, and it is, you know, it's been like that for years. But again, climate activists are obviously going to say it's because of that. The same climate activists that's pushing that are flying around in private jets, buying beach homes.
That's the thing with the fires is people smoke it twice, throw it out, that wind hits.
And
dry
littering,
grass
and
the
littering
glass
also.
on the floor
Glass
and all that stuff.
and a piece of glass laying there, the sun shines through it at a certain angle. It creates that you know, remember when we were at school, we used to have those what do you call it, the magnifying glass,
Yeah.
and then you like burn paper
Yeah.
with it and stuff like that. So also
Same
they
effect.
argue that if people are drinking whatever, they
Throwing
throw the
bottles
bottle
in the
there,
field.
and then when the sun shines through it on the dry grass, it literally it sets the grass alight, which is really. I mean, we used to
Yeah,
do that at
true.
school
Yeah.
and burn paper and burn things with a
Enjoy
piece of
and-
glass. You can even burn your hand with it, and it burns, but
Yeah,
it actually
true.
really
It's
starts
hot.
burning. So it's all of that, bro. But again, the whole point of that is I always think this when I see this, right? As human beings, we try to manipulate situations and we try to manipulate God and we try to like like the one guy says, you try to wave your little fist at God. Bro, when you see a gust of wind lift up a whole house, bro. When you see a wave push through a 10-story building, bro, then you realize at the end of the day, bro, you're not as big as you think you are. You're not as powerful as you think you are. If a wave can, if you some billionaire and you've built this fancy state-of-the-art office that cost you 300 million rand to build or whatever, and you build it next to the seashore, and one wave from the natural ocean just obliterates your whole building in like one swipe of the pen, bro, like just in 1 second. It just shows you, bro, as human beings, how much can we really control, bro? How much can we really? You built 100 million
what do you
rand
really put your
airplane.
hope and faith in?
Yeah, bro, you built 100 million rand airplane that took however how long it took to build, and then just one wind in the air, and then all your systems, and next thing you know, you lose control of this thing. Just one gust of wind, and it really, to me, just shows just the omnipotent sovereignty of, I mean, there's words that's indescribable. God is indescribable, but it just shows how powerful God really is if he wants to just like be, like if you look at Sodom, back in there's this channel that I watch, I think it's called Bible Expedition or something, where the guy goes to Israel and to Egypt and to like all the biblical places that is covered in the Bible, and he goes and looks for like signs, evidence, and like bones or whatever the case might be. So he even goes to with Moses where the sea was open and split. He finds this exact spot where it actually happened, and then he says they want to go diving and kind of go scratch under the sand to see if they're gonna find like the chariot still or bones from horses or whatever, to see if anything was preserved. And then he goes, bro, to where Sodom and Gomorrah is, like where people biologically and sociologically and, you know, geologically know that this is where these places really is. He goes there, bro, and then nah, bro, more geologically, and he goes there. Yeah, geologically means geography, but it means like the location of the place.
Photography,
then
videography,
immortality.
Then he finds, bro. Then he finds his little what they call sulfur balls.
Yeah, I've watched that.
Did you see that, bro? And then he lights it, and it actually burns, and
and
shows,
all the evidence is still there
of how fire came down from heaven, which just again proves that if God decides he wants to do this, bro, he literally can and he can do it. And so that just shows the sovereignty of God. It shows like you think you can make your own plans, and you think you've arrived or you've achieved something because of your financial significance or whatever. The reality of the matter is, bro, if those clouds part now, bro, your money means nothing. Your social influence means nothing. Your 10 million followers on IG means nothing. It's between you and God at the end of the day. And to me, the eclipse, the weather in Cape Town, just everything just boils back down to, bruh, you know, God is God.
Yeah, but I think we're definitely at a time now, bro, again, and we always speak about this, where you have to come to a decision as to what you want to do with your life.
Let's get deep now.
Yeah, like, bro, you either hot or cold. You know the whole story about being lukewarm, bro. God spits you out of his mouth, bro. And as much as, you know, the solar eclipse is going to take place today and these people predicting the end time, there is, how can I say, kind of relevance to it. It is, for me, a nudge just to say that the time is coming. It's not going to be today like the people are predicting, but the time is definitely coming, bro. And yeah, the truth is you must come right.
Leave your nonsense and come right. But again, bro, I don't know, bro, do you want to throw something in there?
Nah. I think everything that could be said about it has been said, yeah, in terms of come right.
Now, I basically say everything you said, bro.
Basically.
What Xavier said. We agree with you.
Bro, don't you want to jump into the
Yeah, I
comments?
see
Let's
you,
check
bro.
what's happening there.
The last time you were here, bro, they didn't put pastor before your name.
now he's. Now you.
But what's up, Kaden? He's saying, welcome back, gents. It's been a while. Most definitely, bro. And then he's that Sybil Schultz. I'm pronouncing it correct, eh? Good morning, Pastor Xavier and panel.
Ons is net pen,
Yeah. Facts, bro. Tuning in from Cape Town, where we've been speaking about.
Nice. Yeah, let us know how things going also there, please, man. It
Yeah.
would really be interesting to
To know.
understand what's happening there.
Nah, definitely. And then Kalen again says, gents, what's your opinion on the Jews having the sacrificial red? Was that Haifa after
Really, Haifa, yeah.
Haifa,
After 500
Haifa after 500 years, and wanting to rebuild the temple. Those are also signs of the end times. And yeah, what's up, Fabio? Pastor's in the making. Nobody's
Yeah, and soon
Fabio
we're also
make a
gonna-
square, eh?
He's gonna have his thing soon also.
So,
Ordination, eh?
nah, bro,
Repeat
for
after
me.
me.
Repeat
I
after
will.
I will.
I am.
Do
I
you,
am.
Jay
I do.
Perez, I mean, Jean-Claude Van Staden,
I do.
Take the
It's
Bible.
your- like
Do
it's
you
your wedding.
believe a part of the clergy is to baptize?
and reciprocate the interpretation of the demonstration? I do.
Like you're getting married. Nah, bro. So on that whole Israel thing, bro, there's a big fight happening now. For those who are following the conservatives in America, I follow that
It's
as
actually
well.
hot in here now, bro.
Nah, it's right. Leave it.
Bro, it's cold outside, man. When it's cold outside,
You're wrong. You're wrong, bro.
wait until tonight.
Come on now.
Yeah, the gents here. Can see we
It's
long
your
have
man.
had a show here.
Nah, back to the
Distractions.
point, right? So the conservatives are there's now a big fight between Ben Shapiro and Candace Owens. There's a massive fight between what's going on in Israel and also the whole fight against the Palestinians and the Gaza Strip and all of that. I have my own thoughts about that. My thoughts can also cause some arguments, but it just is what it is. It's a contentious issue, bro. Some people believe this way, some people believe that way. My belief is that Israel, for a long time, has wanted the Gaza Strip. It's been well known and well documented for years now. The war in the Middle East has been happening for years now. The pushback of the Palestinian people has been happening for years now. The isolation of them in West Bank and Gaza, and they can't travel from this area to that area, has been happening for years now. So the idea of Israel wanting to overtake Gaza is not a new idea. It's not an idea that just came after Hamas attacked the Israeli.
They just use that basically as a.
Yeah, and so opinions have been flying around, and I tend to lean towards the fact that the Iron Dome is very sophisticated from the part of Israel. The intelligence on the part of Israel is excessively sophisticated, bro. It's actually ranged as one of the best in the world. So it just becomes then increasingly conspicuous, or it just becomes very suspicious, is probably the word I want to use, as to how they didn't see that Hamas was an attack. Also, there's been evidence that proves that Israel for a year before knew that Hamas was planning this attack. So also a lot of evidence is pointing to they removed certain critical security barriers from where the attack was taking place. The concert that was held was moved closer to the time it wasn't supposed to be where it was. So there's just a lot of evidence pointing to the fact that Israel was aware that Hamas was going to attack, and there's a lot of evidence pointing to the fact that Israel is now using this as a validation to take over Gaza, which is something they've been wanting to do for a long time in the first place anyway. So it just really starts looking more and more like it was purposely allowed as an excuse to take Gaza, and again, just the disproportionate amount of people being murdered on a daily basis. Was what Hamas did right? No, not at all. Did they kill a lot of people? Was it heinous? 100% it was heinous. I think they calculated about 2,000 plus people that were killed in that Hamas attack. But now, from the last count for Israel, was exceeding the 12,000 mark of a lot of innocent people and children and women that had literally Palestinians that had nothing to do with anything. So it really starts then becoming excessively lopsided. It really starts becoming now, hold on, what is your aim and what is your purpose and what is the drive behind why you just randomly killing and bombing people for no reason? So it really does start becoming that whole argument. Then a lot of Christians arguing the fact that it's Israel and it's God's chosen people. Then a lot of theologians, if you really look deeper into it, it's not the same Israel from the Bible. It's not the same people from the Bible. So it becomes a very nuanced, complicated conversation that can go down many different avenues, and it becomes excessive. It becomes excessively divisive because different people feel very strongly about their different opinions. But I'm really leaning towards the side that Israel knew Hamas was going to attack, and I'm really leaning towards the side that they had to sacrifice some points to call checkmate later. That's the side I'm leaning towards, and a lot of people would differ with that, but that's what the evidence and the facts on the table is actually pointing towards. I don't know, gents. I don't know if you all have been following that story as deeply as I have. Have you been following?
Yeah, I wouldn't say like as deeply as maybe other people would, but I've been watching here and there, listening and all that, and I agree with you 100% on that. I feel like Israel did know. Bro, when you look at Israel, like you said, the intelligence is one of the best in the world, especially when it comes like to IT and all that type of things. They really good when it comes to
detection
that. And detection and all that type of stuff. They're really, really good at it. So I feel like they would have known. And so I feel like...
No, they did know. There's facts that show they did know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like they would have known that Hamas was planning this. And then so... I feel like for a lot of the people that say, yeah, it's not right what Hamas did, 100% it's not right at all. But the same way that you feel bad for the Israelis that died at the concert, why can't you feel the same type of... Are we like so dehumanized as people that we can only feel sorry for the one side, but we can't feel sorry for the other side?
Empathy or sympathy.
Yeah, because once you say like, I will feel bad for the Palestinians, people literally attack you. It's like, yeah, but... Israel is the God's chosen people. How can you say stuff like that? It's like, but at the end of the day, you're feeling sorry for the same people that were killed by Hamas. Why don't you feel sorry for the innocent people that were also killed by Israel? It's
exactly.
Like,
exactly.
So
and there's a lot of Christians actually in Palestine, which
yeah.
And my father's actually friends with a lot of Palestinian pastors, bro, that are like now running for their lives. They haven't seen their children. They haven't seen their family. It's like, so you can't make the religious argument either. Because there's Christians now running for their lives. So how are you gonna make the religious argument if there's Christians living in Palestine? Because I know it's largely a.
I know it's a big debate. Like I know we had Dr. Yapi on the show the once, and he made that statement, and he was like bold, and he says straight. The Bible says straight, you cannot come to heaven except through the Father. He says, did the Jews accept?
No, bro, which brings us to the Ben Shapiro and Candace Owens debate that's happening now. Ben Shapiro emphatically states that Jews do not believe in Jesus Christ. It's emphatic. It's
but that's exactly
it's not
what
a
you
secret. It's not an underground thing. It's like open
That's
in the
weird,
public,
bro.
bro. They don't believe in Jesus. They don't believe that he rose again. It's
In that
a
aspect
real
or
actual thing. So
at all, like they believe just prophet vibes, died, and that's it.
and that's it.
That's it.
In fact, Ben Shapiro emphatically states from a Jewish perspective that they believe Jesus was just a Jew that was busy with a revolt against the Romans, state, and so the Romans killed him. That's where it ends. There's nothing divine about him. There's nothing. So they basically disregard the whole entire Easter weekend. So people who are so strongly, Christians who are so strongly pushing the Jewish agenda, I don't think they completely understand what they're actually pushing for. I don't think they understand the history. I don't think they understand the modern history. I'm not talking about the biblical history. That's a different conversation to the modern history.
Because I won't lie.
Yeah,
It's gonna sound funny or whatever, but
You wanna be a Jew?
nah, I will.
Hey, bro.
When I go to heaven, and all the Jewish people that didn't accept Jesus Christ, and they there, I'll roll with God and say, hi, but now what is happening? I had
There
to
was
look
one
straight
standard
like
for me
this. I had to
and a
do
different
things
standard
this
for
way.
them.
But now all those people is somewhere, yeah, aye, come on.
Come on,
Let's
brah,
fix policy.
Yeah, there can be different standards, and that's not how God operates.
That's what I'm saying.
God doesn't operate that way. He says what he means, and he means what he says. And if he says, I am the way, which means the only way to the Father is through me. And if you are denying me, in fact, he says it multiple times across scripture. If you deny me, you deny my Father. He even says, if you don't recognize me, then that means you don't know my Father. Because if you
But then, bro,
recognize
why
my
didn't-
Father,
why-
you'd recognize me.
Why didn't the Bible, or maybe it did, bro? Why didn't the Bible predict all of this though regarding the Jews?
It did, bro. All throughout New Testament scripture, the Pharisees, the people who crucified him, some of them were Pharisees and Sadducees, which were teachers of the Torah, which was Jewish leaders.
Because it'd always be like the Jews.
So some
and
of the
the
Jewish
Gentiles.
leaders were actually directly part of killing Jesus. Directly. Not even kind of little, but like directly, like they were teachers of the law, of the Torah. They do, bro. And then Jesus comes back and he says it's both for Jews and for Gentiles. And there's just this idea that only the Jewish people are the chosen ones. Only the Jewish. So that means you're not gonna go to heaven. You're not gonna go to heaven. I'm not gonna go to heaven. Only the Jews are the chosen
Basically,
ones.
the church is useless.
Basically, everything that we stand for is useless. Basically, the whole death and resurrection.
That's literally what
Basically, the whole
they
death and
saying,
resurrection
man.
of Jesus Christ is pointless. That's basically what they saying, bro.
But to go a bit off topic, you were speaking about the Ben Shapiro and Candace Owens thing. The way Ben handled this whole thing from his side, I always used to look at Ben Shapiro. Obviously, there was a lot of things I used to disagree with Ben on. There was a time also where Ben was pushing vaccines and stuff, and all those type of things. There's a lot that I disagreed with. But there's also a lot I did agree with Ben. And when you look at Ben, you always think of this intellectual person and all that.
That
But
stands for the
that
truth
stands for
and-
the truth and all that. But when it came to someone that
Ben.
was under his umbrella, which is Candace Owens, that worked with the Daily Wire, she had her own show on the Daily Wire. Out of the blue, you just start attacking this person. Why are you able to have your certain sets of beliefs and stuff, but yet you want to shut Candace out and not allow her to have her set of beliefs?
Which brings us to this point where one of the big contentious issues was that when Candace posted Christ is King.
Yes, that was the main thing.
So then he had a problem. So
Yeah.
he
But
says
it
Christ
should-
is not king. So basically, bro, it goes back to the crucifixion where Pilate put on the top of Jesus' cross, here is Jesus, the king of the Jews.
Yeah.
And then the Jewish leaders came and said, you can't put that there. Then Pilate said, hey, I wrote what I wrote and that's it. And he wrote there on the top of the cross, King of the Jews. And the Jewish leaders had a problem with that. The same way Ben
basically,
Shapiro has a problem with it now. And so I heard one commentator say, that's anti-Christian, which means anti-Christ. Which means when you calling me an anti-Semite, you are busy exercising anti-Christ behavior towards Christians. Which is exactly what it is. If you are denying the divinity of Jesus Christ, saying that he was just a Jewish leader, he was just a Jew that tried to put a revolt against the Roman soldiers, that's why they ended up killing him. You are literally delegitimizing my whole entire core belief system, bro. You telling me what I believe is a lie. How much more anti-Christian is
Yeah.
there's no you can't be more anti-Christ than that. Do you understand what
No,
I'm saying, bro? You
100%,
can't say
bro.
there's nothing else you can say that is going to be more offensive than coming from my core belief and saying it's a lie. It's like if I had to say something now and say that what the Muslims believe is nonsense. Muhammad was just a prophet and he died. He slept with a lot of small children, blah, blah, which is all facts. But if I said that, I would be labeled what? If I said anything, he's like
Asinine.
yeah, you'd be labeled someone that's against the Islamic faith and a whole horde of Islamic people would come onto your platform and give you a run for your money, and then also come with what
their
the
facts
yeah
and
with
stuff.
their facts and what the Quran says and this, that, and the other, and it will go back and forth. But it will be incredibly offensive towards them. It would be offensive towards them, even though I'm saying that Muhammad did have young underage children, which is a fact that they're even aware of. It's not something it's undercover. Everyone knows, right? And he was a prophet, but they see him as a divine prophet. So every time they say the prophet Muhammad, they have to follow it up by saying, and peace be upon him, because he's elevated in the faith and he's seen as this divine figure in their faith, which you as another person looking upon their religion, you have to respect that that's how they see their prophet and that's how they respect their prophet, and we respect that, and that's it. We don't go around saying, we respect it and that's it.
Yeah, and I think the
But
Bible
so
even
why is
speaks
the
about
attack
it,
so
bro, when
much
it comes
against
to other
Christian?
people's religion and so forth on, and you shouldn't like bash it and be rude and disrespectful to it, bro.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If Ben comes out and says Christ is not king, that's anti-Christian or anti-Christ.
Yeah, and especially for someone, I don't know if he's the CEO or
He's part
he's
founder,
part-
yeah.
yeah. But for someone on such a high level that has this type of podcast and open platform for people to come out and just bash someone like that and basically disregard her beliefs and everything, it's not right. You're the head. You should be able to sit in a boardroom and sort things out privately, not post the stuff. And then apparently there was also a party that he had and Candace wasn't aware of the party. She wasn't invited to the party. And then at the party, he made like comments about Candace. And someone recorded it.
So she saw the recording
Yeah.
afterwards.
And then when they asked about it, because I think she was also on another podcast, and they asked her about it. And then she literally said, I didn't know there was a party. I didn't know this is what was said about me.
She's at home.
She's at home.
They
She was
partying.
unaware.
No, but I think those are the people that the devil's actually gonna use, bro. Those people on those platforms, obviously, to try their best to denounce Christ, bro. So it's also not a surprise, bro, that it's coming from him. Those are the people Satan's gonna use. He's not gonna use people that's on the ground and the floor that doesn't have necessarily followers of that magnitude.
One big thing though that is starting to happen
But
is
it's trash of him to say such.
yeah. But one big thing
Diabolical.
that diabolical, asinine.
Asinine.
One big
Sinuous.
insinuous,
Democratic Republic of South Africa.
insinuating. One big thing that's really starting to come up now
Democratic Alliance.
is that
Hey, right, apparently they're giving dog food out, bro.
Who the DA?
Yeah.
I mentioned.
I saw on Ashley Soul's profile.
Wait,
bro,
before you
but
talk
how
about
true
it,
is, I
before
don't
you
know.
talk about it, bro, before you talk about it, dog food, e-porn.
and Jamaline. Hold on.
Powerful.
What's
Why are
that?
they giving people Jamaline?
Giving people Jamaline.
Bro, one
dog food.
positive thing.
I saw the ANC dad.
I
was
meant
saying
just
sorry,
stop
bro.
talking about
They were at Rejoice Spa, bro, handing out t-shirts and the people were going insane and excited for it, bro.
for the t-shirts.
For the t-shirts.
Powerful. Bro, one
that
thing
time.
one thing that's happening now is that a lot more
T-shirt with no lights.
listen, man, is that Christians are standing up more. They're actually starting to say
Neon
wait,
t-shirts
Wait.
for the nighttime.
Which brings us to Joe Biden, bro. You were feeling some type of way about what Joe Biden did on Easter weekend, bro. Tell us what.
Me alone.
Nah, we were all feeling it, but you were sending me a message. Isaac, look what this guy is doing
Yeah,
on
it's
Easter
obviously-
weekend. It's not right.
Nah, definitely, bro. What
did
was it?
Biden
The transgender day of visibility. He announced that day to be that day, the transgender
on
day
Easter
of
weekend. How can you
visibility.
do that, bro?
So obviously we do know that as Christians we celebrate Resurrection Sunday as Jesus, raising. It's been a minute. Welcome back. We are back.
Still tongue-tied.
So tongue-tied for real. I thought about it last night. I'm like, yo, the show's gonna be
The river risen.
Aurora risen.
Yes.
Yeah, from the grave, bro, and that's what we celebrate. He's the risen King. Christ is the King, and Yet President Joe Biden from the United States of America comes out and says that this day is gonna be transgender day of visibility.
My thing
That's
is-
the people we have to celebrate on that particular day. How dumb, bro.
And here's the thing, bro.
How many days do they want, though?
There was someone that just pointed out they have like gang days, bro. They have half of the calendar.
Gang, bro.
They have
Soon
Pride
they
Day,
gonna have
they
gang
have this
public
day, they have
holidays.
that day.
Soon they're gonna have gang public
True.
holidays.
It's
Like,
gonna
man,
get
man,
to
gents,
that
you'll
point.
not can't also wanna have the whole. Father's Day have one day. Mother's Day has one day. Other people have no day. You want the whole calendar. And then you want days on top of days that are significant already for a group of people. Because Easter weekend is already significant for half the world, bro, if not
Bro,
more.
when you talk Antichrist,
I want a
that
straight day.
is of its highest.
Yeah, why is there no straight day?
Exactly. I want to be celebrated as a man.
So Man Day.
Mandate.
We have to
I
have
want to
Man
be
Day, bro.
celebrated as.
But bro, explain they have Women's Day.
Yeah,
They
I was
have
gonna say
Mother's Day.
Father's Day, but I'm not a dad.
But they don't have nothing
they
for the
don't-
Owens.
'Cause you said
Movember.
trash.
Movember.
Wow.
Prostate Cancer Day.
No nut.
Prostate cancer.
That's how they celebrate us.
They celebrate
You're
us.
nothing gang. No nut for that month.
They celebrate us by saying you have prostate cancer. I shame. We're gonna have a day for you.
Nah, man, we do it.
Because that's what November is about. It's about cancer awareness. And
That's
stuff.
how they celebrate men.
Wow.
No, but then again, we
Move
don't
on,
need to be
move on.
celebrated, bro. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, for what it's
No,
worth,
we
bro.
do need to be celebrated, bro. It's not. We don't
don't-
complain if we don't.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, but you also now can't just ignore us. We also must hear. It is most ook must hear. How?
You get now and then. Maar is een goeie pa.
On Christmas Day, the dad is buying the kids and the wife so many nothings. What does the dad get?
Oni.
Socks.
And a oni. Socks and a oni.
On Christmas, you get socks. Ah, sure. Thank you. Get the Oni.
He's discouraged, but he has to look happy. He's smiling.
Yeah, let's get the Oni.
The next time I say, that is Woolworths oni. You know how much is Woolworths oni? 600 rand for 4. Thank you.
Get Oni for Christmas.
Still wearing his onis from last year.
For real. You only get onis on Christmas.
You see that, brother? They wear the same onis for 3 years.
That's
Each
true,
7
bruh.
months say, Aaron, I need new onis. I
Onis
have
for
onis since
stretch.
high school.
You put him on it and you on top.
You have to time, be honest.
You tie your Oni.
That only from high school still have. Het is
Oh,
uitgestretched, als lang. It's uitgewast. It's pap already.
That only went through life with you. You know everything. That only even have stamps in his passport.
Come on now.
Clyde is looking at us like, hi, gents. Get back to the topic.
But it's the truth, bro. That's
Yeah,
how
gents, we haven't had a
that's-
show in a
that's
long
how that's
time,
how
bro.
gents are celebrated, which is okay. We
Plus
still
the show is in
appreciate
all
it.
over the show.
But yeah, bro, that's Joe Biden for you. What's the percentage, bro, of the LGBT in the States for them to get such a significant day?
It's a low percent, bro. The last census was like, I think less than 2% or 3%, bro, of the whole population. It was excessively low. But they're really pushing, bro. Their marketing and advertising has been on point for the past 3 years. They've really been marketing well, advertising well. They've been advertising in all the movies. They've been marketing in all the, even kiddies movies. They've been marketing their product.
They have
they've
Kevin
been-
Hart, they have these.
Yeah, they have some
Yeah.
big
Names.
pushers, name brands to market their product. They've been
Black
able to
Lives
get
Matter.
they've been able
Even
to get the whole
marketed the product.
BLM on their side. They've also been able to get the whole pharmaceutical companies on their side. Also because the pharmaceuticals make trillions of dollars off little boys going to cut off their private parts because then they become permanent what do you call it? if you go to the hospital a patient, you become a permanent patient because now you have to go every month for your medication. A chronic patient, that is what you end up becoming. You have to go every month for your medication. You have to go in every month.
And
for
they brought down
this.
the age level. You don't need to go with your parents anymore.
So now you don't have to ask your
consent
They're
parents.
making good waves.
Yeah, so they're
Good
making
waves
some
in the
nice
industry.
strides, really good strides in
The
the
whole
industry.
saying, be yourself, be you.
Yeah.
They've capitalized on that. So
Yeah.
they're doing very, very well in that aspect and in that regard. So
It's
I
just
think
it's just a pity the one.
it's important, bro, for you to know who
It's just
you
a pity
are.
they don't show the repercussion of the action
I
afterwards.
don't think they'll ever show that. I mean,
But why not, bro? Because it's very fair to obviously show after how people come out and they now disappointed in the decision they made. When they come out afterwards and say, I wish somebody told me. When they come out afterwards and blame their parents for not being a parent because why didn't you tell me that this was a bad decision to make? Why don't they show anymore on, I Am Jazz, how disappointed Jazz is in his decision to become a little girl at a young age, and now he has to put a device in his fake vagina and stretch it out every night, and his mother's forcing him to do that.
Wow, it
And now
started.
he's very discouraged in why he has to do this, and now he's actually contemplating to just be a boy again. Why don't they tell us that? Why don't they just tell us
bro, I
the
think
one
it's-
side? It sounds very one-sided to me, Jay. Their marketing is very...
Well, the whole thing
Sounds
started
yeah, and I
from
think
one.
it's amazing how the devil and Satan is so smart. I give him that a lot of people won't be able to catch on and see the devices of the enemy. It's
It's just a
crazy
pity.
that people
There's
can't see it.
a saying that people
That
say
the
in
whole thing came
Afrikaans.
from someone that committed suicide basically because of this whole
The
thing.
whole
The
thing, how it
origin, how
originated,
it-
yeah. But here's
And I
the
think
thing.
we're actually dumb, bro, for actually
For believing
opposing
in
all
truth
of
and
these
things,
things.
nah.
COVID happened. We spoke about it. People shut us down during COVID. 4 years later,
They came out with the truth. Now, so we weren't so stupid after all. In retrospect, we were actually right. So I don't know, maybe in this case,
These are dumb. You don't know things.
maybe in this case we'll be right also. Let's give it a couple of years.
a couple of years.
When all the
give it
little
a
boys...
couple of years when the rape cases go up because now the unisex bathrooms are in place. How cool is that, bro? That,
Or a couple of years when all the men
your
enter
daughter-
women's
your
sports
daughter
and beat all your
Your
children.
daughter should go into a bathroom as a gent. Wow, and we celebrate that on Resurrection
It's
Sunday.
achievements.
Big achievements. Wow.
Stepping stones. yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Rape cases goes up.
It's a big achievement, bro.
And then
the
mothers
numbers are
wanna
at least
cry.
going up, bro.
And we're celebrating it.
Yeah, we're celebrating.
Indirectly, but we are celebrating
Dark
it.
humor. Much.
No, and now even they're saying, you look, it's a choice if he wants a little boy, a young boy. We have to celebrate it, bro. Otherwise, you're discriminating against the sexual preference. If he chooses, he wants. They call it MAPS. I don't know if you've heard about it. Minor attracted persons. When it's a big man
They
that,
go after maps.
Yeah.
when it's a big man that wants to have
Canceling.
relations with a young
True.
small boy.
That's also
So
coming to the
they're
force
really
now,
pushing
bro.
that thing very strongly, But it's good marketing. They're doing very well with their marketing.
On
I don't
that-
know how you're gonna feel if they.
On that
if
one,
they
what you
catch
think about the
on
dirty
with
things?
yeah, which brings us to P Diddy.
P Daddy. Before we go there, nah, there was this whole
Is the
thing.
people even still watching this, bro? Because we just talking nonsense.
But it's not nonsense though, bro. Let's get back to it's 100% true, bro. I think we're actually living in, and you'll get to your point,
Yeah.
bro. I think
We
we're
told
actually
y'all that
living in
they're
that.
robbing you with the vaccines. Y'all told us we mad and we putting people's lives in danger. Now people are getting heart
Yeah.
attacks and blood clots and all sorts.
Not only that, last month the
Yeah.
US released a statement to
We
say
more
COVID is
stupid
just a
when we-
flu, can be treated as a flu. Now you don't need to
Yes.
stress.
Now the
no need to
CDC is coming
worry.
out saying it's just the flu. When we told y'all, no, the people are dying.
Your mind killed you.
Never mind that, bro. People were dying from car accidents, cancer, all sorts. COVID on the phone. When even the family knew, Umaka, they knew it, but people were so afraid because what the devil's strategy is, he needs to beat you into submission. He needs to silence you to a point where you're afraid to say something. Same with the LGBT community. You're so scared you're gonna get canceled. You're so scared your thing's gonna get taken down. You're so scared to say
That's
something.
weird that Jesus actually said, "Be anxious for nothing."
Maybe Jesus was mad.
Aye, bro. I don't know what was he thinking.
He was. No, brother. The Bible is. I don't know, brother. The Bible is wrong. How can they say you mustn't be anxious, bro? You know how much billions we're making off anxiety tablets now, bro.
Hey, bro.
The marketing for that also now so far is very good, bro. Yeah. Anxiety and depression marketing for that is on top level, bro. Top level. I wonder why.
I changed my doctor because of that, even. You know that.
You changed it?
My doctor. I went once to him for something, gave me anxiety tablets. Said nothing. I'll just be open and honest. I was pulling blood at the time. Man gave me anxiety tablets. I was like, how's that helping me?
And you know what? I don't know, Jay. I don't know why some people feel like that anxiety tablets is actually bad, bro. It actually puts you in a zone.
I took it, bro. I took it once, nah. Bro, that thing, you don't feel like you. I literally took it once, Jay. I stopped after that.
Turned from Jesse to Jeffrey.
Literally.
You see? Because you know what, bro? That tablets, ne? That tablets, anxiety and depression tablets, it makes the problem go away, bro. If you take
It has to, bro.
If you take that tablet now, that gone, bro. Your debt is gone, bro. If you take that tablet, bro,
you know what you
and you feeling discouraged about something, the problem,
so happy
I solved, bro.
and
Same
filled
time
with the joy.
Same time, bro.
Immediately.
Same time when
the truth is,
you
nah,
come out of there, are you happy, bro? Things is someone after that.
can my drink?
Your
better
whole
than the
skulk is
tablet.
gone. Your whole depression is gone. Everything is gone after you just start that tablet. That's why marketing for that is on top level now, bro. So I don't know why the Bible is talking about be anxious for nothing. Maybe, I don't know, bro. The Bible, I don't know, bro. I think Jesus was, maybe he was on tablets that time.
You know what I think will help now if you have anxiety? Maybe if you find the cause of your anxiety. Maybe that could help also.
Maybe
if you find what's the reason that's triggering your anxiety and you work on that. Maybe that
Maybe
could
it's
work.
the choices you make in life, bro.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it's financial strain. Could be that.
But then,
Could be a loss of a family member. It could even be that.
but then it makes sense though. A tablet will take it away.
Yeah. Then if you take a tablet, it goes away. Family member comes back, you're happy. Everything is alright.
Hi man.
Tablet fixes the problem.
Stop this. Stop it.
And not to say, okay, let's get back, just not to say everything is sunshine and roses.
Yeah.
In life,
We
things
all
do-
go through difficult.
We all go through stuff. I told you.
You went through things when you were young. I don't know if
Not
you
even
can
young,
mention.
even now, bro.
Even now.
Yeah,
You lost a whole house. You was
House
lots of
burnt down.
house burnt
Your
down.
house didn't burn down, bro. It's all in your mind.
It's all in my mind.
Facts. It's all in your
I
mind.
was dumb to believe in Jesus. That when my house burned down, I
You
could
should have
still stand
taken
on the
tablets,
fact
bro.
that
You should have went to the hospital. They were gonna give you tablets, bro. Your house was gonna be right now. You would have come back to life. I mean, gents, I'm serious now.
Yeah, I want to speak about
Yeah,
the
you
P
want-
Diddy thing.
No, you were speaking about blood.
But
in your,
what's wrong
in
with
your
P
eye.
Diddy, bro? If he,
No, that was that time.
bruh, what
I'm good
happens?
now.
What's wrong with P Diddy? If he loves other boys, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. Didn't you see marketing-wise, they pushing it to say two men can must
But
now.
actually, true, bro.
So now what's
True.
the
So I
problem?
don't know
Why are they making
Actually-
such a big deal about it?
Actually, bro. Actually,
No, that's wrong, bro. I can't.
it can't be
How,
wrong,
bruh?
bro.
How's it wrong?
How's it wrong,
They
bro?
didn't telling us.
On Resurrection Sunday, bro, the president of the United States of
Is it
America is
celebrating P.
celebrating
Diddy?
that, bro. He's celebrating, but now they shutting down P. Diddy for what, bro? They then saying, what's the thing, bro? The old people can now have relationships with
With young
What's
children.
the
Maps.
maps?
Yeah, minor attracted persons.
Maps.
Sentence.
Maps, bro.
So what?
Maps.
So what did?
what
did
okay,
he
what
do
is
wrong
actually?
What's the
is-
problem? Why are you so nar for P Diddy and for R Kelly? Why
We
did you
stupid.
cancel him?
We stupid
We
when we
now
talk
don't
about
know.
these things. Are we dumb? Yo,
And
yo,
R Kelly, why did you all take his whole music off
when
Spotify?
it comes back full circle, bro.
Why did you all take R Kelly's whole music off Spotify, huh? We didn't.
Yo, they're
There's a whole day
celebrating
that's celebrating this thing. How do you all celebrate this thing here and
then
remove
when
the
it-
old numbers here? How does that then make no sense?
When it actually happens, it comes to the fourth.
But I just dear my car.
So what?
It's not
What
the
are they
other guy,
standing
brothers.
for, bro?
Exactly. What are you standing for? What are we doing here? Because now at the end of the day, what must happen? Here you're saying there's something wrong with it. Here you celebrating it. But yeah, when Christians say there's something wrong with it from the beginning,
They cancel us.
you take down our channel, you take down our platform, you take down, you red flag the comment. Now, what actually is the problem? I don't know.
You mustn't talk.
You must just be quiet and accept it. Nah?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Maybe that's what they want. For me, I'm not gonna keep quiet. Man.
No, but I want
Bruh,
to,
they like, and
I
this
want
is
to
all.
mention something, guys. Like,
Jehoshaphat, bro, when he was fighting the war, bro, how God just put a spirit of confusion in the enemy's camp and they just started killing each other, bro. It's the exact same thing that's taking place now, bro. The
Because even
matrix and
within
everything is
themselves,
confused.
they fight each other.
They're killing each other, bro.
even within themselves.
Same
bruh.
things that took place, but
Like
okay,
even
the
within
Bible isn't.
LGBT,
The
that's
Bible is a
half of
fraud.
them say, I
Sorry.
don't believe what this. That half say, I don't believe in that. This half say,
They're killing each other,
This
bro. and this
transgender
took
thing
place
is not
back
right.
then already, but the
It's like,
Bible is
guys,
not.
look.
I don't know.
Allah's confused.
No, the Bible's confused.
No, they are so very confused themselves. They're fighting with each other for real, for real.
Yeah. What are you gonna say about P. Diddy?
Oh, nah, with the whole P. Diddy thing, nah. There was that whole thing with the Bieber that came out. I know, Mans is a big Bieber fan. Are you still a Bieber fan, bro?
Yeah, bro, I like Bieber, bro.
Yeah.
I like
So the-
Bieber. I mean, he hasn't been releasing music or doing anything for the past, 2,
Um,
3 years. So it's difficult now.
But
to-
did you watch this thing on YouTube? That little documentary thing that yeah.
Is it a new thing?
Nah, it's been out for a while, but it's like a whole documentary thing that he had.
last year.
Yeah, I think it came out like last year. It could even be the year before that. It's an old thing, but it's like a top quality thing that he shot, and it was on YouTube Originals that he done. But in there, he speaks about his whole the yummy thing. You see,
Oh, yeah, the YouTube original, the 10 episodes.
yeah.
Yeah, bro.
But did you
I've
see
been
in
on
there
that
where he
tub.
speaks about the yummy to say he struggled shooting that video?
Oh, yeah, then he was sitting on the floor, and then he has that guy that comes to him, and then they practice this thing called havening. Where, yeah, no,
But do you know the reason why?
I don't know the
So,
backstory.
It's apparently this thing came out 3 years ago, but no one took note of it until now. This whole thing's blowing up about the whole Yummy thing. In Yummy, the music video looks like weird and dear makar. Let's be real, like it's him sitting there with old people and all that stuff at the restaurant and stuff with the food and things like that. But then in there, it actually came out now that he was throwing hints at what's actually happening in the industry and what happened to him. So in Yummy, he walks in through the kitchen, and then he comes in through the kitchen, and then when he walks into the restaurant, basically, there's kids that's playing the violin, and the other one's playing with that big thing and stuff like that. So it's kids that's busy playing it in front of these rich elites, basically. When you watch the video, you'll see it's gang elites, rich people that's sitting there. And then literally he goes and he has a seat with them. And in there, he literally has lookalikes of politicians and stuff that's in this thing. So he's basically, he literally throws everything at you, the hints and everything, but no one listened to him at the time. And then on Instagram also, when he released Yummy, he was posting pictures of babies. And the caption was always Yummy. And people were saying, this guy's losing it, he's going off his mind and stuff like that. But he couldn't say directly what's happening, what happened to him and what's happening to the other kids in the industry. So we done it through the music video Yummy. Just after everything I explained, just go watch the music video Yummy again. It will make
obviously
so
when
much
you watch
sense to you, bro.
watch it, but you don't
that
really see
mindset
the
now,
yeah.
you don't see the significance behind
And
the
then
thing,
even
bro. It
in
looks
there-
like a hippie.
No, but it looks
type
like
of- just
when
a-
I watch it, it looked dear makar.
Yeah.
Man, what this music video? I was trying to make sense of the music.
And
video.
that's why that's when you now combine the two, because when he shot Yummy, he says it was the most difficult music video he ever shot. They even had to have like his therapist on there and all that stuff because of things that's been done to him in the industry. And shooting this was basically him now releasing everything to the public out there.
Bruh. There's this thing I watched yesterday, ne? The party I wish I never went to. Did you see
I
that?
watched it, yeah, but I don't believe that one.
Yeah, but he also said afterwards that it was like a story. Or
Yeah,
But I think the elements that he mentions there,
it's
I think
yeah.
it's not far from the truth, actually. If you now really look at what
the-
Bieber was talking about there,
parties
and what
and
happens with and what Ryan Garcia is talking about, and
Yeah.
it's like
Like even when Yummy ends, bruh, the plate is empty, and then it's a picture of Bieber when he was a baby, and then it's like not a baby, but when he was young, when he came into the industry, it's a picture of him when he came into the industry. Then under it says Yummy. So it's like all significant things that he was throwing in that music video too.
And the one is
basically.
probably taking a bit of a backseat as well, bro, because I know
He hasn't
when
posted in a while.
When it comes to the industry and what the industry,
But
you know,
even that
does
thing
to
that
you,
Lecrae
bro,
said, bro. He
is-
said the same thing.
Yeah.
is
He
insane.
said
bro.
Even at the end of the music video, the room is empty. There's one rich elite. When you go back and watch the stuff, it's actually a politician, that a lookalike of one of the politicians. He's sitting there eating still. The room is empty. And then the kids that from the start that were playing the instruments when he walked in, their clothes are laying around the restaurant basically. So basically in there he shows how they molest the kids.
Yo.
And
That's
then there's
insane,
another
bro.
thing from Nickelodeon that was okay. Nickelodeon didn't release it, but all the actors and actresses from Nickelodeon came out with a thing called Quiet on Set. And in there, remember Drake and Josh? I don't know if you remember Drake and Josh from
Yeah, yeah,
Nickelodeon.
yeah.
When so it's the one Josh from Nickelodeon. He's like the main guy that speaks in this whole thing, and he came out with this thing now. It's called Quiet on Set, and he exposes Nickelodeon for everything that was done to them on set, and that's why half of the well, not kids anymore, but adults are on drugs now because of everything that was done to them when they were kids. And basically, in the exposes how the parents sold them off because they were sold this dream and this life, because they were all poor and they were struggling. So these producers and stuff would give the parents money and say, no, we're going to work on our lines for the next 2-3 days for this episode. You need to stay by my house, things like that. And that's when
And then they get taken
And
advantage of and
in there, Josh literally talks about.
Which is obviously okay, bro.
In there, he literally talks about when he's sleeping by the producer's house. He's sleeping and he can feel someone like touching on him, and he wakes up and this guy's literally busy giving him thingy by his, visuals.
Dunk his
He's-
spoon.
and that guy's literally busy with him, and he wakes up and he's like shocked, and he says he doesn't. It's so awkward. He doesn't know what to do. He's still young at this point, bro.
Maps.
He's still young.
Nah,
so-
but they've been
Maps.
doing this in the industry. It's not yesterday, bro.
Are you gonna
Maps.
play the thingy?
Nah. We have to call it a day. But if you want to go watch the Yummy music video, you can do so.
Yeah,
You
bro.
can do
Lucinda
so.
says my daughter nearly died from two strokes at the age of 17, and I has to live with the permanent effects of that vaccine.
See.
Yeah, bro, that vaccine is anti.
See.
But when we told y'all, you told us there was something wrong with us. We sat here in the middle of COVID and we said, guys, there's something suspicious, there's something off about us.
Had a-
No,
had
you're
a-
trying to kill. We had a doctor
doctor
here that
here.
explained everything. No, you
He even lost his job.
He
Yeah,
lost
bro.
his job. He said everything that's taking place, bro.
And then they said
we
we're
got
being
insights,
Yeah, bro.
proper
Proper
insights.
Then they
at
said
the hospitals,
we're
bro.
being irresponsible. We're trying to kill people. Does that? When we said from the beginning, this thing is off.
They told him no, that's a
Now-
COVID case. He
now
said no, but
people
it's not a
are-
COVID
bro.
case. The guy just has X, Y, and Z. It's not a,
Yes, bro.
and they said no. If you don't call that a COVID case, you're gonna lose your
Bro,
job.
I didn't have two scenarios with my own parents that they wanted to put my father in a COVID. Bro, I can tell you for a fact now, my father wouldn't have been alive now. If I had to say yes that day, then he would have went into that room there, and
'Cause no
nobody
one
was
can go
allowed
in
in
again.
there. Nobody was allowed in there. So God knows what they do to your people when you can't see what's going
Bro,
on inside.
likewise, like my mom during COVID, bro, was
So I said,
also,
not a
you know,
chance.
suffering with like heavy flu, bro. And
Not a
that day,
chance.
Michaela and Chad came through to the house to pray, bro. If we had to take my mom to the
Aye,
hospital,
bro, your mother would have
aye.
been dead now. Like now, as you sitting here, you wouldn't have had a mother. Even me, I wouldn't have had a father. If I had
And
to
the
say,
mother.
yeah, and
And
the
the
mother,
mom, yeah.
I had to go and rush and find an oxygen machine because I told my father there's no chance I'm taking my mother to the hospital. No chance. My cousins and them took my auntie to the hospital. Yeah. So I don't know, but all I'm saying is, bro, those people did not play with you, bro. Those people did not play with you. But it is what it is, guys. It's a conversation for a different day. But all I'm saying, the Bible is legit. It's real. It warned us about these things
The
many
man
years
says,
ago.
did it.
True that.
So the Bible warned us about this years ago. It warned us
Bro,
about that we're gonna get
we're warning them
under
again
attack.
with this whole thing of the daddy and just the maps and all of that. Again.
Again with the whole LGBT
Don't wait
movement.
for years.
Don't wait now there where you
Wait
see
for
a
it. And then, I see
They'll only, I see now when it hits home.
I
when
was
it's
gonna
in their
actually mention
household.
that point as well, bro. It's not far fetched. You must know
The schools, it's everywhere now, bro.
So that's all I'm
My
saying, guys.
children not even allowed to watch Coco Melon anymore because of
My
that type
children
of
also
stuff.
don't, bro. I watch what my children watch because
In Coco Melon is the
devil is
boy that puts on
crazy, bro.
a baby, like a girl's crown type of thing with ballerina things, and then he starts saying, you can be anything you wanna be.
And my two
And
dads and stuff.
Yeah, and my two dads, and it's like, no man, what am I teaching my children here?
See,
Then Satan must come to you, Daddy. Where's my other daddy?
Yo, confusion.
exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a good show. The first time back in a long time. I think we were off for like 3 weeks. But we back. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for all the
We
comments
back and we're
likes.
back to cause havoc
Hey, brah. It is
in
what
darkness.
It is what it is. You mustn't be scared. You mustn't be ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ. It's the power of God unto salvation. And you have to stand strong on your truth. Don't budge. Don't move. I know it's difficult. I know out here in the world it gets tricky. But don't budge, guys. It's for a good cause. The day the clouds open, the day the trumpet sounds, you're going to be
That's
happy.
later on today, bro.
Yeah, exactly. When the eclipse happens.
Repent now.
So better bekeer now. Chance closing remarks.
Nah, bro, it's good to be back, broski. And like you said, Romans 1:16, I'm unashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ. And that's how you got to walk, bro. Like your top says, just Jesus. I don't think there's anything else you can stand on, especially in today's life with all this untidiness, diabolical things taking place, and how Satan is strategically wiping us off our feet. Stand for Jesus and you'll see how the Holy Spirit gives you guidance in your everyday walk of life and how you can overcome and triumph over any difficulty, trial, tribulation that comes your way.
Yeah, thank you so much for everyone that tuned in here today. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. It's our first one back in a while, man. But it was good to be back, and I agree with everything Jay says.
Thank you, guys. Love and peace. See you. Me and Anka's back on Wednesday also, so please tune in for that one. Love you
We'll
guys.
be back Friday.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, Friday. Tutu.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to it.
Good morning to the folks. What up to the youngins and bless up to the world.
And then Jay just put your info on blast like that.
It's what the people want to know, bro. My bad.
Nah, bro.